everybody. Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night, and I am sick. I don't know if it's the flu, what it is, but I see all over social media that there's something going on. So, yeah, I'm not doing anything this weekend but taking meds and being laid up in bed. But I did want to do another installment of my complete collection for you so you can see what's coming next. You'll see that little table there on the shelf. That's things that I have yet to catalog, some things that are going to be sold because I upgraded. But those things will be featured for you in a separate video, something like what I bought December, or my December pickups, or Christmas gifts, or whatever, because there's things in there that fit each of the different genres, which I've been highlighting for you. On this episode, though, if I can get through it with my voice cracking the way it is, I'm going to highlight action movies. So if you like home video and physical media and talking about Blu-rays, DVDs, and going to the movies too, please give me a subscribe and a like. Let's talk more about the things that we love and share it with the world and keep people excited about buying physical media and reminding people about why physical media matters, why it's better on home video, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K than it is streaming. I watch streaming, but the quality is still way better on physical media. So let's get into action movies. Got my trusty Waterloo here. Water to help keep me hydrated so I can get through this list for you. I pulled these off the shelf and they're out of order, so some things that I have in series will be split up, and that's okay. We'll just get through it. Here we go. Let's get to it. We have The Losers on Blu-ray. There was a time, a couple of years, where we were getting these super action movie team-ups, and this was one of the better of those. You get Negan there. The Losers. It's a great film. And I'll give you the read up there. All right. Ninja. I grew up with ninjas. You'll see in my special edition version of this series another film related to ninjas, but this film is okay. It's not the greatest, but it has some pretty good ninja action in it, which is what I really like. So I'll give you the read up. Okay. Ninjas to me were the first superhero films. On that note, this one's a really good one. Ninja Assassin. Here's the read up for you. There's not much to it, but here you go. This one features Sho Kosugi, which is sort of the ninja of all ninjas. Salt. This one's out in 4K. I will upgrade this at some point. I know she's a crazy woman, but I do like Angelina Jolie in action films. Sherlock Holmes. I know that Robert Downey Jr. is returning to this franchise now that he's done with Iron Man. As of this recording, Doolittle is about to come out. It doesn't look very good. Southern Comfort. This came out around the Rambo era. There was a series of films that kind of tried to riff on that same First Blood drama. We had Southern Comfort, and there's another one, a Tommy Lee Jones film called The Park Is Mine or something like that. Anyway, Southern Comfort is actually really good, though. It's directed by the director of The Warriors. Taken. Subsequent films in this franchise were not that great, but this is a really entertaining, fast-paced, simple action film. Love it. True Grit. So my dad loved the original John Wayne True Grit. I was happy to see he liked this one too. I think this is a better film. Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin's a great cast. Not big on westerns, but I do have a few in my collection. This is one of them. This is a good one. Sabotage. This was Arnie's big return to one of his big returns to cinema after finishing his political run. This one didn't get the sort of attention that I would have expected, and I think part of it is because he was kind of a bad guy, I liked it because it was more complex. The line between good and bad was a little bit gray. The rundown. This is an old rock movie. I just watched this the other day. It's still a lot of fun. It has Sean William Scott in it too, and he's funny in this film. It's an old film, but it's still fun. Literally just a few weeks ago watched it. Okay, we have this nice version of The Kingsman Secret Service. Got some damage there. It makes me crazy. But still a really nice version of the films. Got the rules there. If you want to see me take this out of the package and see what else is in there along with the movie, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do that. The Mechanic. A lot of people don't know that this movie is actually a remake. It's Jason Statham and Ben Foster and Donald Sutherland. This is a great film. The original, which is drawing a blank on his name now. Tell me in the comments. He was the original vigilante in Death Wish. Made the original Mechanic. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Man on Fire, one of the best action movies of the 80s and 90s. Easily one of Denzel's best action films. Tony Scott directed film. Very, very entertaining. Can never think about a grenade in the same way again. Machete. This is a great cast, led by Danny Trejo. Robert Rodriguez film. Looks meant to look and does look very 70s exploitation, kind of in the Billy Jack motif, if you know Billy Jack films, but taken to the extreme. Very cool, fun film. The second one was not as good. The Punisher. This is a highly underappreciated film. This one stars Thomas Jane and John Travolta. Now, I will admit that John Travolta is not the best in this film, but he's not in it as much as you'd think. This one has a lot of humor in it also, which maybe threw people off because tonally it was a little crazy. But I like this one a lot. Good action, and the humor is actually really funny. Platoon. There's some nicer versions of this out. I will upgrade at some point. Classic war film. There you go. I will upgrade it if the bonus features hold. Here's a 4K Mad Max Fury Road. This is one of those 4Ks that I pulled out to demo my system. If you're ever at my house and you want to see what my system can do, this is one of the films that I'll show you. Beautiful 4K, great Atmos sound. All right, let's go for the Waterloo here. Okay. Jack Reacher. I mean, it's not special, this movie, but it is a good, fun, basic sort of 80s style action film. I enjoy this one. And maybe I have a soft spot for it because I've read all the books as well. Just good old-fashioned action film. Something that's not old-fashioned here is Red Sparrow. Again, didn't get the slip for this either. Super annoying. But I got it for a pretty good price. It's 4K. I think people were expecting Black Widow, something hardcore action, and this is not. This is more of a spy espionage kind of film, and it is very tough to watch. Good film, though. Switch hands. Hands get tired here. We've got Sicario, Day of the Soledad, and this is 4K. Didn't expect this one to be good, because the first one is so good. But I found this movie to be very entertaining. Great ending on this movie as well. Also in 4K is the original Sicario here. Classic action film. There you go. Another old rock film. This is a dramedy, or not dramedy, I'm sorry, drama action hybrid. It's a lot of drama. This is not as heavy action as you would expect. It's good though. Based on the actions of a real person. You know, highly, I think if we went on the actual real details, it would be pretty suspect, but it is based on a real man and his son and what they had to go through. Again, something dramatized from reality, 0 Dark 30. This is a great film, though. You haven't seen it? It's a nice 4K. There you go. The Accountant. I believe Ben Affleck and the original writer are finally working on a sequel. I would love to see a series of this character. Very fun movie. Well acted. This one's well directed. The action's nice. J.K. Simmons is in it. He's great. Bad Times at the El Royale. This is a very nice 4K. Look at this cast. Focus there. Get Jeff Bridges. Ugh, it's not focusing. Dakota Johnson, who I didn't know really until this film. I know now that she was in the oh God, 50 Shades of Grey in those films. John Hamm is great. Good cast. This feels like a Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino film. It is not, but it really feels like it. This is, I believe, it is Drew Goddard film, written and directed. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Braveheart, nice 4K, classic film. If you don't know it, you should. This is a very odd film, only because Vince Vaughn is in it. It's done very 70s prison film style. Looks and feels that way. Vince Vaughn really stepping out of his comfort zone here. This is not a comedy by any means. There you go. Oh my gosh. Comic book movie extraordinaire right here. If you haven't seen Crank, has Jason Statham and Amy Smart in it. Really fun film. So happy to have this on a 4K, even though I know it is an upscale. 4K looks pretty good. This is straight up comic book action. It's over the top as you think it could be. It probably goes further. I'm waiting for the sequel now. I actually think of this film as a comic book action too. I love it. It's straight up just a prison escape film, sci-fi style. I just like having Stallone and Schwarzenegger on film together. They play well off each other in this film. Gladiator. This is a classic action film. Russell Crowe. Maybe you should read it. Okay. All right. Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Again, Angelina Jolie in an action film. I have a soft spot for that. I wouldn't say this is any like award winner story-wise, but there's fun action. It looks good. She looks good. And the action's fun. And we've got the sequel, Cradle of Life. Everything that I said about the previous film is the same in this one, except not quite as good. This film's not as good as the first. Fun though. Okay. Rambo, First Blood Part 3. You can tell these are out of order. These were big these last 2 years on the Black Friday sales. I got them not this year, but last year. Yeah. There's Part 2. I love these films. So much fun. Superhero films. Okay. It's a shame that the franchise didn't end well. First Blood. This film has great action in it, but it's much more serious and more down to earth than the previous film. This is making a statement about how Vietnam veterans were treated when they came home from war. Two Guns. I wish we would have gotten more films with these two together, playing these characters. This is Denzel Washington, Mark Wahlberg. They played well together. Feels like a 90s era action film. It's fun. Fun film. Old school film here. 300. Blu-ray. Had a couple copies of this one. I sold my open copy after receiving this one somewhere. I think from a Dirty Santa gift or something, but I just haven't reopened it yet. I'll open it when I'm ready to watch again. JCVD, so Jean-Claude Van Damme. If you haven't seen this film and you're aware of Jean-Claude and sort of the muscle-bound superhero action guy that he was, and compared to Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those guys, you should see this film because it's named after him for a reason. He's playing himself. Very, very fun movie. Best movie he has ever done. Couldn't have existed without all of his previous films, though. Iron Monkey. Unmask the Legend. Awesome martial arts action film. Quentin Tarantino did not direct this film. He just loves it and helped get it released here. Get yourself a copy of that film. Do yourself a favor. We have the Grindhouse films. Speaking of Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, look at that right there. That's the slip. Let me see if I can slide it out here. There we go. This cover is fun. It feels very retro. Good films. Happy to go more into that if you like. Just let me know. Okay, Collateral Damage. This is probably the film that destroyed Schwarzenegger's action movie career. And not because it's a bad film. It's not a particularly great film, but it is, a basic action film installment in his filmography. The problem is it came out really too close to 9/11. And people just weren't ready for it. Talking about The Losers, another film that came out in a similar era as The A-Team. This film was a lot of fun. Liam Neeson in there. Kicking ass, being the bad guy, badass that he always is. Okay. Very fun. Okay, this is an old school film. A lot of people, younger people, have not seen this. This is 3 Days of the Condor. You'd have to look at it as a period piece, because it is. And this is before cell phones and before all of that. This is a great thriller, spy thriller. Sorry for the voice, you guys. As I said, I'm sick. Got Robert Redford there, and Faye Dunaway. Great film. Spy thriller. Okay, we're down to our last two entries in our action movie releases. There will be more. You'll see. I'm going to do a video as you watch this. I'm going to be doing a video that covers my pickups for the previous month, and they include some new action movie and horror movie entries in this library. So those will be in a new video pickups, or probably what I'll call like end of the year pickups 2019, something like that, because I've got some stuff for almost every genre that I picked up in December or was gifted. So anyway, last two items here. We have this Christopher Nolan box set. Unfortunately, when I moved here, the box got really beat up, but it doesn't really matter as much, because really what's important here is what's inside. So we have all the films on 4K. Dunkirk, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Inception, Interstellar, and The Prestige, all here. Okay. And then we have them here in Blu-ray form. Real cool set there. It's that one. And then the last one is we have the Bourne collection right here. And you can see there it has all the Bourne films in 4K. Fun stuff. All right, that'll bring us to the end of the action movie collection. If you enjoyed Okay, that brings us to the end of the action movie section of my complete collection review for 2019, early 2020. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a subscribe and a like and share it out. Let's continue the conversation about physical media. You can also find me on OTS Movie Night on Instagram. I'd love to see you there because I do post things there that I don't always make videos about, if it's just a cool pickup or something like that. I would love to see things that you're posting as well. If there's anything you'd like to see on the show that I haven't been doing, please feel free to share that in the comments. I'll be happy to try and accommodate as best I can. I was asked to start covering bonus features more because it's not something that's done as much on these types of videos, and I have done that. My first installment of bonus feature breakdown features the Hobbs and Shaw 4K, and I go through every bonus feature on there and give you my thoughts and sort of an overall review number grade for the bonus features there. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. Anyway, a happy 2020. This is my first video of 2020. I'm excited to do a whole lot more for you. It's going to be a great year for physical media. I will see you soon, hopefully after I'm over this cold.